we're making a soothing salve today. I did it a little bit cooking show style because it took a while for the beeswax to melt, but I wanted you to see this process and what I do. So, I get a boiling water. I like to use canning jars, and look at the top, it's not hot, but everything has melted. When you make stuff on the stove and it involves beeswax, beeswax is always the last thing to melt, just FYI, heads up. But now, this is, like all the ingredients are in here and melted. I'm gonna take it off the stove, set my timer for 2 minutes, turn that off, and then I'm gonna explain stuff over here. One thing also, I like to reuse canning jars because when you do stuff with beeswax, at the end it's hard to clean stuff out. So I try and reuse the same canning jar. Just a lot of hot water will get the beeswax out. I get these big, large tongue depressors to help reduce cleaning stuff, so I just can throw it away. So the recipe, and we'll post the recipe for you. It has grapeseed oil, almond oil, beeswax, vitamin E is like the foundation. Basically, you just put all that stuff in the canning jar, and then you melt it, and then we let it sit for 2 minutes so that it can cool down a little bit. Then we add the oils. Rather than, because it says like half a cup grapeseed oil, half a cup almond oil, and rather than using measuring cups, I like using a scale. So what I do is, well, we'll pretend this is empty, okay? I'll turn my scale on, and it thinks. I put my jar on, and then on my scale there's like a 0 out tear button, and I push that, and it just makes it 0. And then a half a cup grapeseed oil is equivalent to 4 ounces, and you can Google that, but I have like a little thingy cheat thing. So then I'll add 4 ounces of grapeseed oil, then I'll tare it, again 0 it out, and then a half a cup almond oil. So I'll do 4 ounces of that, and just like, so it's, I'm eliminating like measuring cup usage. Plus, some of them are thicker, and it's hard to get like everything out. So this way I feel like I'm getting all the product in the jar. So that's my one little tip with the measuring stuff. And then this is the soothing salve. I've just kept it in the fridge because it keeps it from melting, but it's still soft. It's sort of like not petroleum, it's not petroleum, but it's like, this one, rather than using the oils, 2 minutes are up, rather than using the oils that they suggest here for this recipe, it's either eucalyptus or breeze, so then it's just like a fixed type rub. Okay, so this is all done, and like beeswax will be like, it gets everywhere. All right, so we've got this, then I'm gonna add 5 drops of lavender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 drops of cypress. Notice some come out faster than others. 5 drops melaleuca. Oops. And then 5 drops frank. And then, 5 drops of eucalyptus. Whoop. Okay, then I just do one more little stir-a-roo. Move that out of the way. Sometimes I use glass jars. Sometimes I like using these metal ones for salves because they're just lighter, and for travel, like when you have a bag full of glass jars, it gets a little cumbersome. So if you don't have all of these oils, you could just do, what did it say? 10 drops frank, 8 drops lavender, 8 drops melaleuca. And again, you could, rather than doing those, you could put in Serenity. So you use it as like a sleep salve, and you put it on your chest. You could just use this. Salves are just healing. And this time of year, like my skin's super dry from traveling and not being able to use like my hand soap and stuff. So having stuff like this is really nice to help heal my hands. Okay, so when you pour, and you want to, like the beeswax will start getting hard pretty fast, so you want to pour pretty quick. I'm just checking my little recipe here. Okay, so you would just, I'm not going to do that, who am I kidding? I'm going to do this. So you just pour it in here, and it's liquidy. And then you're supposed to let it sit for 2 hours, and I'm going to pour some in this jar. yeah, and you just keep filling up jars. Like you can see, I did a big jar for our house that we just keep here. But that is your soothing salve. Have a great day.